Hello and welcome back to Desert DIY. If you are new here, my name is Corey. Today I am taking part in the $5 Goodwill challenge that is held by Hillary from Old World Home, and I will have her channel as well as the playlist for this challenge linked below this video. Now, my object is this $3 like bookshelf ladder, leaning ladder bookshelf, however you want to call it. But it was not painted very well originally, and it was also bright red, which doesn't match my house, and so I decided to clean it up and repaint it with the same color paint that I painted my fireplace. I cleaned it with this microban, which is a new product that is supposed to continually kill bacteria and viruses and whatnot for up to 24 hours after using it, but you have to let it sit for 60 seconds in order for it to kill the bacteria. And as you can see underneath here, this thing was actually pretty gross. It wasn't as bad as some other pieces that I've had before, so at least I'm thankful for that. And I definitely did make sure to clean my hands really well after this, and the white drop cloth that I have underneath it is actually just a table cover that you get from the dollar store, and I threw it away after the project. But pretty gross. And I just showing you guys that I wiped the whole thing down really well, because you want your surface to be really clean when you put paint on something like this, especially because the paint that's on it right now had a glossy finish to it, so it's already going to have a hard time having any other paint stick to it. So if it's dirty, that just makes it even worse. And excuse the noises in the background here. I have homeschool going on, as many of you also probably do. But I used a semi-gloss paint, and the color was called Stormy Sky, and here is the color codes if you want to go and grab yourself some as a paint match. And I don't particularly recommend this brand of paint. It did a great job, but any high quality paint and primer would do just fine. This is not like something where I say, well, you have to use this brand or else it won't work. No, there are lots of different paint brands that you can use. But I'm just going to do 2 coats on this piece. Since it is a glossy finish to begin with, like I was saying earlier, the paint doesn't stick as well. So the paint and primer may have worked on something that wasn't so shiny and slick of a surface for 1 coat, but I had to do 2 coats on this. And I will show you a little clip of what it looked like up close after just 1 coat of paint. So here's what it looks like. You can still see a lot of that red. And I went ahead and did a 2nd coat before flipping the piece over. Also, I want to mention that I always start my projects upside down and from the bottom up when I'm painting. So when you start from the top down and right side up, you end up having to flip the piece over anyways to do the rest of it. So you run the risk of messing up the paint that you already did when you flip it over. And I would rather risk messing up the underside paint versus the top of the paint. But here it is, all finished. Such a simple makeover, and I had staged it really nicely. The room that it's in now, it used to be my dining room, and now it is my homeschool room. So I hope you really enjoyed this piece, and I will see you next time on Monday for my Ugly Duckling Challenge.